All right, let's dive in. If you're running an e-commerce business, then you know that feeling of juggling dozens or maybe hundreds of orders. Look, understanding what your order statuses actually mean is the key to running a smoother, way less stressful operation. So let's get right to it.
So, have you ever been staring at your orders page, seen a status like pending, or the dreaded view error, and felt that little bit of panic set in? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. We're about to demystify all of these so you know exactly what's going on and what you need to do next.
Okay, so here's the game plan. We'll quickly touch on why these statuses even matter. Then, we'll walk through the perfect automated journey, the dream scenario, right? We'll pinpoint when you need to step in, cover a few special cases, and then wrap up by showing you how to really master your entire order flow.
All right, section 1. Let's start with the good stuff, the best case scenario. We call this the happy path, and it's where Hustle Got Real does all the heavy lifting for you. This is how most of your orders should flow, completely hands-off.
So, a successful, fully automated order, it just moves through 3 super simple stages. It starts as in progress, then it moves to purchased, and it finishes as dispatched. That's it. Simple, clean, and you didn't have to lift a finger.
Okay, so when you see in progress, you can just sit back and relax. This means the Hustle Got Real auto-ordering system has picked up the order. It's either actively working on it right now, or it's placed it in the queue to be purchased from your supplier. Basically, the gears are turning. And next up, the status flips to purchased. This is a great sign. It means the system has successfully bought the item from the supplier. Now it's just waiting for that final step to mark it as shipped on your sales channel, whether that's your eBay store, your Shopify site, or wherever else you sell.
And here we are, dispatched. This is the finish line, the goal. The order has been bought, paid for, and it's now officially marked as shipped on your store. This is the final successful state for any automated order. Job done.
Okay, but let's be real, not every single order goes perfectly. So now, let's talk about the statuses that are your direct signal, your cue to step in and take a look.
So, if you see either AO disabled or no auto ordering, that's your cue to jump in. In both of these cases, the system can't process the order automatically, which means you're going to need to step in and purchase it yourself. Now, it's really important to know the subtle difference between these two. AO disabled means HGR can automate this supplier, you just haven't finished setting it up yet. On the other hand, no auto ordering means HGR doesn't support automation for that supplier at all. So basically, one is a setup issue on your end and the other is just a system limitation. But here's the good news. The solution for both of these is exactly the same. All you have to do is go to the supplier's website, buy the item for your customer, and then come right back to HGR and click Mark as Purchased. That's it. This just keeps all your records nice and tidy.
So what about pending? This one's a bit different. It's very specific. It means the order was placed, but the supplier is holding it, waiting for you to manually approve the payment. Like a card verification or something like that. You'll need to pop over to the supplier's site and give it the okay to get things moving again.
All right, now for the one that can make your heart skip a beat. View error. I know, it looks alarming, but don't panic. It simply means the system tried to process the order and, well, something went wrong. Let's break down what to do.
Most of the time, the cause is something you can fix pretty easily. It could be something simple like an issue with your supplier login details, maybe a pesky captcha popped up, a problem with your payment card, or even just a temporary checkout failure on the supplier's end.
Okay, here is your 4-step game plan to resolve this error. First, read the actual error message. It usually has some good clues. Second, and this is super important, go check the supplier's website to see if the order actually went through. Sometimes, if it did not get purchased, come back here and click Process Order to try again. But if it was purchased, just click Mark as Dispatched and you're all set.
Okay, we're almost there. Let's quickly look at a few final statuses. These are a bit less common, but they're still really important to know so you have complete control over your orders. So the paused status. This just means an order is, well, paused. It's temporarily stopped. This usually happens for one of 2 reasons. Either you manually hit the stop button while it was processing, or you just enabled auto ordering for a brand new supplier and it pauses all existing orders by default. In the fix for this one, it's incredibly simple. To get a paused order back into the automated flow, all you have to do is click Process Order. That's it. The system will pick it right back up and start from the beginning. And finally, let's cover 2 last dates that represent orders that were handled completely outside of the automated system, manually and canceled. Okay, so manually just means you did everything yourself. You went to the supplier, placed the order, and then you came back and marked it as dispatched in HGR. Canceled is even more straightforward. It means your customer canceled the order on their end, on eBay or Shopify, so no more action is needed from you.
All right, let's bring this all together. Now that we've gone through the smooth, automated journey, the times you need to act, and those few special cases, you really have all the tools you need to master your order flow.
You see, at the end of the day, knowing your order statuses isn't just about looking at data. It's about giving you confidence. It's about knowing exactly when to let the system do its magic and when you need to step in for a quick, simple fix. And that knowledge, it means way less stress and a lot more control over your business.
So now, you're no longer just reacting to little problems as they pop up, you're proactively managing your business. So the real question is, are you ready to manage your orders with total confidence?